think that the key message that came out of our session, which was on imagining the future of work, pathways to citizenship at work, is that through the crisis which has hit Europe since 2008, we've kind of lost the narrative. People need to construct their hope on clear sets of alternatives. And although the European social model represented a way of thinking about social progress in Europe, the experience since 2008 has really been one of a devaluation of that model, of the rights that go with it, etc. So we're making the argument in this session that we're into the long haul. We need to think about how to construct alternatives, alternatives that connect with people along international production chains, alternatives that connect with people that do different kinds of work in the formal labor market, in the informal labor market, with care and social care, and with formal kinds of jobs, with salaried jobs and self-employment. And we also need to think about how to rebuild social power, how to rebuild collective power, because that's how change will come about. There's three challenges coming from the weakening of collective power. One is that collective bargaining isn't as effective as it used to be. Secondly, that the mechanisms for democracy and voice at work are eroded because the collective power isn't there to make sure that it happens. And third, unions are having a hard time to find legitimacy to speak for all workers because there are lots of other forces in society that claim to be speaking for them. So the idea of citizenship at work is that we're looking at a way to put forward a vocabulary, a set of objectives around how to reconstruct belonging and power and voice and dignity in the workplace. And with those ideas, and it's going to take a lot of experimentation, we're in for the long haul, it's a way of pushing forward the social agenda, which is so important for unions, civil society groups, and other progressive forces in Europe. Someone asked in our session, why was it that there didn't seem to be as strong a labor response to the crisis in Europe? And I said, it's easy to blame union leaders and social democratic parties and the like, but I said, let's turn it around. Have the intellectuals, have the thinkers, have the researchers been doing a good job of putting ideas forward? We need to be working together with labor organizations. We need to be studying experiments. We need to be putting out the results of these experiments so that we can build over the long haul a progressive alternative to unbridled capitalism that we're currently experiencing and which has had such negative effects of the dignity of workers in many different parts of Europe and outside of Europe.